talk about parallel universes. Parallel universes is not unlike navigating, a large ship across the ocean. So what you want to do is identify your destination, number one. So that is the life you want. Now imagine that you have your charts out in front of you for your trip on your navigating across the ocean. So over to the left is stuff you don't want. Right down the middle is kind of the same thing. You're not going anywhere. Over to the right is your destination. So you want to find out where that is and then line it up with your compass. So parallel universes is not unlike that at all. Now, we don't have to learn how to quantum jump, or we don't need to learn what parallel universes are and all the frequencies. It's not that important. It's kind of like you don't need to know what air is in order to breathe it. You just do it. So, and the same thing with quantum jumping through parallel universes, all that. But what you do want to know is, where do you want to end up and how do you get there? Well, you don't really have to worry too much about how to get there, except for focusing on where you are at the moment and making sure you're pointed in the right direction. Pretty much like a large yacht or a ship would do. Now, that large ship is going to be cruising along on the heading that we identified earlier, which is, okay, maybe it's 045 degrees, which is northeast. So you were going northeast to reach your destination over here. So right now, all you want to do is make sure the ship is pointed northeast. You're not there yet. You're just getting there and you're pointed in the right direction. Same thing with parallel universes. You're not there. As a matter of fact, you're never going to get there. You're always going to be changing that up. So right now, all you want to do is just make sure you're pointed in the correct direction. And that is really the goal at every moment, in every single moment, is make sure you're pointed in the right direction. So in terms of the life or the health or the relationships or the wealth or the money or the career, you want to focus on where you are right this minute and then say, do I feel good about this? Do I not feel good? And then if you're not feeling good, you want to look at your compass to see if you're pointed in the right direction. And if you're not feeling good, then you're not. You're not pointed in the right direction. So if you're feeling good, yeah, you're pointed in the right direction of, okay, I'm heading to where I want to go. So parallel universes is frequencies. I've called it frequency alignment. Of course, everybody knows it as the law of attraction. And frequency alignment is, you know where you're going, you know how it feels to be there. You're going to stay in that vibrational tone, aligning your frequency with that destination. So, you might get distracted. You might have to go down to the lower decks for a minute to get something to eat. You put it on autopilot. Maybe you need to make an adjustment to the engine or something. That's on autopilot. But maybe some winds come along or something comes along, some waves, knocks you off course. Don't worry about it. You're on this big ocean. It's not going to make that big of a deal. You just get back up to the steering mechanism, turn it back to your 045 degrees, keep you pointed in that direction. You're good to go. So you're back on the parallel universe that you want to be on in order to get to that better feeling life, that better feeling set of circumstances. Of course, we've talked about this. That's not really the way you should look at it. The way you should look at it is strictly feel good now, and that vibrational output is what will bring you those circumstances. So it's really just the reverse of the way that we think about it most of the time. So be the captain of your ship. Stay on 045 degrees if that is the heading you want to be on. And know that you're jumping through parallel universes. It's kind of handy to know, kind of helpful to know. It's just frequencies, and just enjoy life.